A very good morning to everybody out there. On today's Dad Talk, I'm going to talk about leasing versus buying a vehicle for those under 30. So let's cut this short. Buy. You should always buy a vehicle. If you're under 30, don't go lease, go buy a car. So let's jump into it though. Leasing. Leasing allows you to own a vehicle at a lower payment and a newer vehicle with all the bells and the whistles and the shiny, fast, new, keeping up with the Joneses type of vehicle, it allows you to own that. Number one, your miles are restricted. You can't drive it anywhere. You can't go everywhere. They're going to restrict you. And if you go over those miles, they are going to tax you. They're going to charge you 25 cents a mile usually, but they're going to get that money out of you if you drive over a certain mileage limit. It's not your car. You're responsible for it, but it's not your car. So anything above normal wear and tear, the dents, dings, scrapes above a certain size and things like that, you're responsible for. The tires, if you run those down, you're going to be responsible for tires. And then at the very end, if you don't re-up with them, if you don't get a new vehicle with them, a new lease, they're going to hit you with a turn-in fee. In order to give the keys to them and look at it, they're going to charge you like $500. That's what they do. So all that drives the cost of the vehicle up. So in thinking of all that, just to drive something that allows you to keep up with the Joneses, it doesn't make sense. Now buying is your vehicle, fully customizable, meaning that you can put tint, rims, radio, you can do whatever you want to do to the vehicle because it's yours. And because it's yours, you get to reap the benefits of that vehicle. So when you sell it or turn it in, they're going to give you cash. You're going to get money to take that money to buy a newer car, maybe a little bit newer, faster, or whatever you want, but it's yours. You can reap those benefits. So trade-in value, cash, and you can drive it wherever you want. There's no mileage restrictions because it's yours. So also, I failed to mention about gap insurance. A lot of leases will want you to buy gap insurance. So think about this for a second. What gap insurance is covers the difference between the value of your car and what you owe. But think about that for a second. Just take 2 seconds. If the value of your car is here and what you owe and what you pay is up here, ask your salesperson, why am I doing this deal with you? Why am I paying more for a car than I should to begin with? They're making you buy insurance for a bad deal in the first place. So again, I'll make a Dad Talk video about how to purchase a new used car and what to look for. I'll do that separately, but no, you shouldn't really need gap insurance. I mean, I don't really see a need for it unless you're getting a bad deal. Yeah, so when we talk about leasing, yes, you have a lower payment, but you are paying the highest dollar amount that car will ever pull down in its life. Nobody will ever pay as much as you did. If you're the first person, nobody's going to pay that much for it. So even when you lease them for those 3 years or whatever, you're paying the bulk of the price. And then when they go resell it, the lower value, it's better to go buy a used lease than it is to go buy a brand new car because it's not brand new. Every vehicle, once it drives off the lot, is going to lose value. You've heard that for years now. So just keep that in mind and try to do it responsibly. There's only one reason I would think of to lease. If you have an LLC or any kind of business that you can write off that lease, that makes sense. You're on the right financial track. You're making the right decision. That doesn't mean go out and get an Escalade or whatever, $1,000 a month payment and then write it off. I mean, you could do it, but I mean, a reasonable lease that you can write off in your business, that makes good financial sense. So that's pretty much it. That's today's Dad Talk. So I hope you enjoy. Have a good weekend. And as always, add to the earth.